Greetings, heroes and Force users. Welcome back to Inside the Tauntaun, a podcast in the multiverse of fandom. I'm Alyssa Simmons, and I'm joined today by my pal, Daniel Dawson.
Hello there.
And today we are talking Season 2 of the Disney Plus Marvel series, What If? And by God, we're Marvel fans.
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
I am Iron.
I thought they smelled bad. On the outside.
Smells like a new car in here.
Inside the Tauntaun, this is our opening song. Alyssa, Daniel, Dino, talking nerd stuff, come along. Inside the Tauntaun podcast, please like and subscribe.
Oh, wow, look, we're doing another episode of a podcast.
In like a week or almost or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
almost.
think it's been exactly a week.
Can you call us a regular podcast now?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. We have to prove
What
ourselves
if
again.
we could?
What if the Tauntauns started podcasting regularly?
That won't happen.
We'll do our best.
Yeah, we at least we are true to our word for one of the first times in a while.
We said we were going to do an episode about this show, and here we are doing it.
We did.
So,
and it's, less than 2 months after it came out.
yeah, we're getting around to it.
I'm making glass half full,
Yeah.
I could
Have you
say,
people that are listening to us talk to you right now, have you watched What If Season 2?
We'll
If
wait.
you haven't, go ahead, pause this.
Yeah, no, we're just going to sit here and wait until you're done. And you could
We'll wait.
text us.
Mhm. Okay, did you finish?
Okay.
Good job.
Great.
Yeah, so we covered season 1 last year, and we did it episode by episode.
We did.
We really
Well, I think
dove
at
into
least
these.
almost. Yeah.
I think we might have combined 2 or 3.
Maybe.
But almost every episode of season 1 got its own Tauntaun breakdown.
Yeah.
And
Because it was like a lot more. I think that going into it, we were all pretty excited about it, but I thought because it was the rumor that it was going to be like this cute little side thing that was going to have like no
right
implications on the rest of the MCU, but we're delightfully wrong.
Yeah, I think we were very surprised by how much influence What If Season 1 had over other projects in the MCU.
And also how strong of a show it was too. Like it, I think unfortunately, comparatively speaking to some of their live action counterparts, it was pretty fun. And it just also having it be like little short like blips here and there. It was just very
it's very
fun.
Short, fun, digestible. Even if you don't know a ton about each of the characters that are being featured, obviously it means more to see their character trajectories go in different ways.
Yeah.
But even if you haven't, they're still super enjoyable and fun to watch.
Totally. And the greatest thing about the show is that if you're not really enjoying yourself, literally wait 20 minutes and then
you
watch
get something other characters and other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I love.
So let me just tell you what all of the episodes were called.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Let's go there first.
And then I want to know which episodes you liked the best.
I knew you were going to ask that question. I knew it.
So episode 1 was What If Nebula Joined the Nova Corps? Yeah, what if that happened? Episode
Apparently
2
didn't go well.
It wasn't good. Spoiler alert. Episode 2 was What If Peter Quill Attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes? Episode 3. Yeah. Episode 3, What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas? Fun, silly Christmas episode.
So silly.
Episode 4, What If Iron Man Crashed into the Grand Master?
Also
Episode
silly.
5, What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper?
Mm-hmm.
Episode 6, What If Kahori Reshaped the World? I have a feeling we're going to talk a lot about that one.
Yeah.
Episode 7, what if Hela found the 10 rings? What if the Avengers assembled in 1602?
Oh, yeah.
And the last episode, episode 9, what if Strange Supreme intervened? So
Wow.
that's the episode list. Lots of fun, just fun, crazy things that happened.
Wild. There were some
in
wild
this
things.
season. Like,
Yeah.
and I was shocked by season 1 and like, you know, the zombies and like I have episode 1 pulled up here to also remind us of all of those things. But
season 1, episode 1?
Yeah, no, I just have season 1 pulled up here to remind myself of like
yeah.
what happened.
Of all the things.
Because for me, really like the one that is like burned into my brain from season 1 was the Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands episode.
And I know that if Dino was here as well, he would be like on the same exact boat. We all were
and
gaga-goo about that episode.
That and the zombies episode were the standouts of season 1 for me.
So great. And like
what...
but specifically, well, I guess both of those truly could be like their own films if they really wanted to go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like a lot of these are not pilot episodes, isn't it, right? Like, do they do that for film? Am I that like out of the, you know, out of the blue?
Do they film a pilot for a film, you mean?
For a film? Yeah, they're like
No.
like a test, like you're like, let's do like a cute, like just to see. That would be so expensive if they did
No,
that.
they don't do that for movies. Only TV shows.
Not possible. But I mean, like, that's kind of what this feels like.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, if you are a fan or you know the What If comics, you know that a lot of these lines take place over multiple story lanes. Get in your car, you nitty. They take place over several books. Like the What If Zombies has like a lot of books that are just about that. So yeah, these are fun, and I'm curious to know what episodes you liked the best from season 2.
None of them. They're all terrible. No, I remember the first season. We were, like I was saying, there was a lot of speculation as it was just each episode was going to be its own standalone thing, and then it wouldn't have any effect on anything else. And I mean, I did speak about just previous to this that it did have a very like big implication on the rest of the MCU, but also just within the season itself, there was a through plot that all of them became interconnected at the very end, which I thought was so clever. And going into season 2, which I think we were pretty like clear about, because I think that they did a good job setting it up. But it was pretty clear that there were certain like threads from season 1 that were going to get continued on.
Sure. You were like, there's no way they're not going to.
They're just going to leave
carry on with that.
Yeah, but they really followed through on numerous of them, which I thought was so fun. I mean, specifically, our hero of the season, which I freaking love, and she was brilliant. Captain
Carter.
Captain Carter. Yeah, brilliant. Actually, before I tell you my favorite, well, no, I'm going to tell you my favorites, and I'm going to ask you your favorites, and then I'm going to tell you the IMDb ratings.
Oh, okay. One other thing that I was just remembering as we were talking, when we talked about season 1 last year, we were wondering if specifically with Doctor Strange, if we were going to see any of these kind of like what if storylines in Multiverse of Madness. And we did. We saw Zombie Strange. We saw Dark Strange, kind of. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
For sure.
I literally can't remember that movie sometimes.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
We saw a couple of those what if versions of Stephen Strange in Multiverse.
It's very plausible. I mean, at this point, I could see any and all of these characters being live action.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've been. And actually, I was in my research and listening to other people's opinions about the show, et cetera, like, and I was, there was a common thread in what people were talking about,
Okay.
in how in a show called What If, where literally anything is possible.
Sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit. Yeah. We are still, like, for these characters, using like faces and likenesses of actors that exist in real life. Do you know what I mean? So like that's a very specific choice that Disney made. That
it
like
is,
it makes you feel like there's a reason for that. I mean, also I know that it's helpful for us, like, to feel feelings about that character, like if they look like the ones that we already know and love, you know, because then you can say you don't have to do an origin story for them. You already know what their origin is because we've seen it.
Right.
You
And
know, even if it is in a different universe, it's going to be probably slightly the same.
Yeah,
like
and
Spider-Man is
like
going to be bitten by a spider and la la la.
In season 1, we had, which is the only thing kind of remotely like what you're talking about. But it still was the likeness of T'Challa becoming Star-Lord. So it was two characters that we already knew what they looked like. Yeah, it is interesting that they're still doing that, and as we know, like Captain Carter also made her live action debut in Multiverse of Madness.
Like we haven't seen like a What If episode where like everyone's a blob.
What if they were all those freaking weird aliens from
they're all gelatinous cubes.
Yeah, that weird character from Ant-Man. that like one
yes every character is everybody is a rug. I want to see that. I don't no,
like,
I actually
we still
don't
need people to watch this.
That's if they jump the shark at some point, which, you know, you never know. Which, I mean, some people think that Marvel kind of already has jumped the shark, which is, you know, but that's another story. I don't know. I'm not really there yet personally, but I understand why some people feel that way. I mean, in terms of this show, I think that this show is still very firmly rooted and like doing its job in a good way in general.
In a good way.
Yes, that's right. That's
all right. So what was your before you said
my
before
favorite.
You tell me your favorites. What are we doing?
No. I'm not doing that. My favorite.
Okay.
My favorite. I'll tell you my favorite and my least favorite.
Okay.
But actually, I'll tell you my favorites, and then my favorite was the 1602 episode. I just like for whatever reason it was just like I think it's just like it was probably out of all of them was one of the most unusual, like, you know, out of the box kind of like it just was strange and fun, and I do love Captain Carter's character and her quest to, you know, and it was a very sweet you know, her moment with that
Earth's
yes Steve. Yeah it's just it's very good. What about you? What was your favorite?
I think it was an even tie for me, that episode and
I have a tie for second place.
Okay, Hela and the Ten Rings was my second.
Oh, favorite. Yeah, so good. That was one of my tied for second ones.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I love Cate Blanchett.
Yes, and the fact that she did this is just wonderful.
It's incredible. And I mean, I loved her as Hela in the Thor movie, but you
could tell that she just she enjoys
she was having
doing
a great
that character.
Time.
Yeah,
she was having a great time. And with a character like that, with such a brilliant actor, I feel the same way about like James Spader in Ultron, where it's like, oh man, this is just like the one time we're gonna see them. What
That's
a freaking
not fair.
Bummer. That's a bummer.
Yeah,
and
totally.
I know that like never say never, because like we don't really know where either of them are.
No, and they're already talking about bringing Thanos back too. So I mean,
yeah, no, sure, anything is, and I know that will make some people's eyes roll.
Anything can happen if you let it.
It doesn't make my eyes roll because that is what happens in the comic books every single day.
Yeah, right.
It's just what happens, and if you're cranky about it, I would ask you to sit back and remember that these are comic book TV shows and movies. Like that's what they are.
Yes.
And I understand that like they've been elevated to a new level of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately they are based on comic books.
Comics.
So
there are good and bad ways to do it, you know? So it's I wish them the
but
best
I think
of luck.
this was a great way to bring her back.
Totally.
Obviously.
Well, and it's easier too when it's like it's not our universe's version. It's a different one. So that does help. Like if they were gonna literally like bring back our universe's Hela, like
sure.
You know, there
yeah,
might be
I
some
just
questions.
thought that the storytelling was so compelling with her, like emotional trauma with her dad. And all
what
of
a
that.
Great arc!
Like that was amazing.
I didn't never expected a Hela redemption arc. That was and it like by the end of it, I was just like, yeah, I buy it. It totally makes sense.
And the
Even
fact
though
that
it's
they
like
were
so
able to
fantastical and crazy, but like
sure.
I was like, this is so random and so awesome.
But the fact that they were able to tell that kind of story in such a short episode,
a really short time, yeah,
was
it's
really
good,
impressive.
Good writing
to me.
too.
It didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like, oh, how did we get here already? It's like, oh yeah, that's the total natural progression. So those were my two favorites. What
was the other two? What you said
the 1602 and the
okay, both of those, got it.
Yeah, those were
my other tied
faves.
for second was the Kahori episode.
It was great.
I thought it was dope. I think it was just. I think I'm a little because I think I told you this through text. Because I had just finished watching Echo, and I had finished it. And we're gonna have our another episode about Echo, and we have we've already sort of said ahead of time, but this is sort of a teaser, but we have varying opinions on that
Daniel
show.
And I do not feel the same way about the show, so I'll just say that now. Yeah,
but I saw this afterwards, and I as a teaser trailer for our Echo episode, I was delightfully like happy about this episode. I was just like, oh man, what a breath of fresh air. I don't know.
It was really beautifully done. It was fantastical, and
it was a little like slightly Avatar-ish, but sure. Like in the sense where they were like in a fantastical nature land, and I
thought it was very very well done. Also,
dope.
just seeing indigenous people in animation, I think about
cool
Pocahontas. I know it's not at all correct or good to think about.
Oh man.
But I just do. So I'm just going to say that.
But the music's so good.
It is. The music is great. That's
how they got us. If the music was crap, we'd have a different conversation.
No. Yeah. No, I thought that was great. I would love to see that character
move
in
forward.
Live action. Yes.
Very, very hard. Yes.
I'm very, very hopeful that will happen.
Yeah, whether it feels like they easily could.
Yeah, I mean, not to talk about this now instead of on our Echo episode, but there is a very real world and way that they could introduce those two characters to one another.
Yep.
And have it be absolutely badass and magical.
Could be cool.
Could be cool. But, okay, now tell me what episode you didn't like.
Well, I wouldn't say didn't.
Or that you were just kind of like, meh.
Yeah, I was going to say that I didn't watch the show and be like, I didn't like this episode. There was not an episode in here where I was like, I didn't like this, but probably the one that I liked the least.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Christmas episode. It sounds sad because it's such a cute, it was cute and fun. And there's nothing against it. It was just I think out of all of them, it was just the one I was just like, well, yeah, that was fun. And also, I think the problem was I didn't watch it during Christmas, so that might have changed my opinion.
Yeah, I did notice myself kind of drifting while watching that one. I was looking on my
text
phone,
text messages. Same.
Yeah, and it wasn't that. It was like lesser than or anything, but
No.
yeah, perhaps if I was in a Christmassy mood, maybe I might feel different.
And I think that like even though there was like some very intense things happening, like somehow it just felt like it was going to be relatively inconsequential. Even though like I said, like it's a pretty big deal because am I right? Like during that like wait, who is the big baddie in that one? Wasn't it
it was
Ultron,
it was
right?
No, it was.
Am I insane?
Justin Hammer. Right.
Yep.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, from
voiced him from the
He's Iron Man 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think it was 2. That sounds right.
Oh, we're doing so well. I'm gonna find
it's really good. We're really good.
Doing great.
We're really good at this.
We can Iron Man
2. Iron Man 2.
There it is. Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
so
I
felt. Yeah,
I agree with you. It just felt a little bit like, okay, sure,
cool,
all right, that's fun.
Now, funny enough, our favorites seem to line up with the ratings as well.
Oh, okay.
The top-rated episode is, of course, the 1602 episode. Sitting at a cute little 8.0. Which, if I'm right, is the generally speaking, the ratings for this season were slightly less. Not a whole lot less, but slightly. Because the top rated one was 8.0, and the first season the top rated I think was almost 9 points, which was if you
that's high.
Which actually wasn't even it was Doctor Strange, that episode that we love so much was 8.8. The What If Ultron one was 8.9. That one was
that was a cool
great
episode.
And super dark. I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I should have rewatched season 1 before we talked
get through
about
it really quick, but
maybe I'll do that.
The whole thing takes a couple of hours. But
also wanted to have that was a fun little shout out to Rogers the Musical in one of these episodes. Captain Carter has a line where somebody says like, "Oh, well, wasn't Steve supposed to take the serum?" And she says like, it's either her or Black Widow that says like, "Oh no, that's in a musical somewhere."
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So,
that's right. That was in the Hydra Stomper episode, wasn't it?
I think so. That sounds like it would have been in that one because that
was
that's
right.
That Lake Bell did as Widow.
That's right. I know, and also,
but yeah, I thought
I'm curious. I mean, I know it's because
super fun.
I know it's because I'm gay, but also like, were you also not getting like
love vibes between them,
little lesbo vibes, or is it like we're just really good friends? I think as a lesbian, you would know best.
I didn't think about it really.
Really? Okay, so then unconfirmed.
I think just because
girls can like be friendly like that and like not be lesbos.
And not have it be like that.
Guys can be too, by the way.
Yeah, you heard it here, okay?
Dang it. But yeah, it just and maybe it's the animation.
No, I think
or
it was definitely
it is,
like a fun way to like see their relationship in a different way.
Yeah, maybe they were
but
like.
I think the reason that my mind doesn't go there, I think the reason my mind doesn't go there is purely because of what you talked about earlier with these characters' likeness and a lot of them being voiced by the live action.
They already exist. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, yes, I know that the show is What If, but like
the whole episode, what if they were gay?
Black Widow and Captain Carter banged. I mean, I'm sure that's
no doubt.
On the internet already.
Yeah, somewhere on XTube or Pornhub or whatever the heck. Yeah, geez,
or just some nerdy lesbians fan fiction.
Easily.
But yeah, I didn't think about it for them. But I did like that episode too. I liked
it.
That
was
episode.
Great. Yeah, it was great. I remember like sitting down to watch it and being like, oh, whatever. But then I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
The Rotten Tomatoes score for the season, in case you were curious,
the whole entire
89% for season 2.
That's good.
Audience
what was season
score?
1?
Okay, so the season 1 score was 94%, so just a
Okay.
slight decrease, not too
Alright.
much. What I found interesting, and this is also maybe not fair because the drop-off rate for the amount of reviews for the audience specifically was quite a lot. I think the audience review score had like well over 5,000 reviews
okay.
for season 1.
Season
2 only had like a little over 500. When you think about how they're like the amount of people in the world like that, want to take the time to like write down a review on
Right.
a website, it's kind of amazing to me that only like 500 people.
Yeah, that number seems crazily
Insanely
low.
low. Yeah.
When like, Julia Roberts posts a picture and 70,000 people have to tell her that she looked ugly in it.
Yeah. Right. That's kind of my point. So it seems
I'm like,
a little
hello?
weird.
Where
and
are you people putting your energy? Put your energy into the IMDb ratings, not that.
Yeah, what the hell? But it is interesting because I know that it's very normal for second seasons or just seasons that come after the first to have like a fairly large drop off rate. But
Sure.
but the scores
that leads me to my question for you. How would you rate season 1 and how would you rate season 2?
I probably the same, honestly. I would go not as harsh as the audience score, which what I was getting to is that the audience score.
Let's do our rating system, the tauntauns. Out of 5 tauntauns.
Out of 5 tauntauns, I would give season 1 like 4.5 tauntauns.
Okay.
It was super duper great. Season 2, I'd probably give it like a 3.75 stars.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Like it was still really, really fun.
It just didn't blow your mind in the way that season 1 did.
Maybe
as a whole.
Maybe as a whole. Yeah, because I think that like there was a probably a sense of like the it's always that when the mystery is kind of gone, even though like like each episode is its own like what are we gonna get into now? It's gonna be completely different. But the through plot was the biggest surprise from season 1. It was just like we have oh my god, they're all connected. Oh my god, it's gonna like come together at the end. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was
season 1 was like a really good like long form improv show.
Yeah, kinda.
Where you like see all these individual sketches and like because like really good long form improv, they do find a way to wrap everything and tie
all
everything together at the end.
And it makes it so special. You're like, oh my god, these people, how do they remember these things?
Smarty farties.
But yeah, I think that's kind of my honest
4.5, 3.75. Pretty good.
Yeah, so about like a 0.75 drop off for me, which is not much.
No, not much at all.
What about you?
I think I would have given season 1 a 4.5 as well. And purely for feminist reasons.
I was gonna like chime in just to be funny for lesbian reasons.
Feminist reasons. I would
say diff.
Season 2, I would give just slightly less. Like I would give it like a 4.25.
That's super fair. Super duper fair.
Just because it was really cool to see Captain Carter and Kahori kind of be this
my god,
this powerful, feminine heroes, like
taking on potentially the most dangerous person in the multiverse.
Yeah.
At least at that moment. So the audience
really
score went from 92% in season 1 to 67%.
Whoa! But do you think that's purely because of the amount of people that did the ratings, like you were saying?
That was part. Yeah, that was definitely part of it for sure. And we all know that people that go on Yelp or whatever the hell, like they usually only go on there to say harumph, my food was cold. Like it's so rare that you get somebody go like, wow, this food was amazing. Like they don't go to review. They just go back. They just go back and they keep on, But so yeah, I didn't actually go through and like read a lot of the reviews, but I'm assuming it's stupid douchey reasons.
Probably.
Those damn women trying to steal my what if.
It seems like it's the, what we talked about last week. The making men uncomfortable thing.
Yeah, right, exactly.
The MCU, as they call it.
The MCU, yeah, it's too bad. Oh my god, I love it. But yeah, there were like, it wasn't like the entire season, but at least half of the season was like strong female leads, and some of the episodes were like totally passing the Bechdel test, it was it was great. Very, very good. But that was pretty much what I was gonna say.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
Were there any things that really surprised you about second season, like about where they took specific characters?
I mean, technically everything was pretty surprising. I guess. Well, no, I don't know. And again, it's so funny. We were literally just having this conversation about like me, like to a fault, like always like hoping for the best for people. Like, oh, maybe this time they'll come through.
Maybe this time
I'll be lucky.
Lucky.
So, just the fact that the Strange, had his turn at the end, I guess you could kind of say that he does briefly redeem himself at the very last second, but like
not enough though.
But not enough. Dude. My God, the terror.
That was scary. That was really scary.
To go to such lengths to get your girlfriend back, but I mean, to his credit.
And then it was heartbreaking too to like have Peggy and the Watcher like go back into the reality and see like what he did actually did save Christine, but because
it really worked,
because he royally messed up so badly, like he was never born.
What a shame. It's very much like a Twilight Zone ending for sure. Yeah, we're just like, oh, if you'd only.
Or like some like alternate version of It's a Wonderful Life.
yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Where it's
like that was, but it was pretty scary. Like it was very much like it's the power of Christ that compels you. Like ending of
yeah, it was totally
exorcism happening. So yeah, I expected him to come back, but for whatever reason, I would think I didn't expect him to have like the evil turn quite so soon. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I think like. Because he was such a large through line in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was pretty clear that he was coming back, at least in some
yes.
form. But it felt like we got him like we got him to the good side. He's on the good side now. But
yeah, they had me fooled for
a
good amount of time, and then I was like, oh shoot.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
But now he's gone. Well, allegedly.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's pretty clear.
That Strange is gone. Yes.
Yeah. I think it would be that. So we were talking about before about beings coming back or whatever. Yeah, if they brought like another like Supreme Strange into the mix, it would be like. I
don't think they would do. I mean, never say never, but like the whole
idea.
Say
never.
Whatever you do. That's not really a musical, but it's a movie musical.
Sure, it is. It's like saying Willy Wonka's not a musical.
Oh yeah! Did you see the new Wonka movie?
Sorry, I did. That
Sidebar.
Was really cute.
I liked it a lot.
It was super cute.
I was fully like kind of expecting to not really care for it that much.
That's the best way to go see it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I love all of the antagonists in this movie so much.
Yeah.
So
I think especially the antagonist, actually.
Oh, they're the stars, which is really fun. But I really liked the music. I really liked the choreography. I thought it was very sweet and charming. And
I was a big fan of Paddington too, so I know it's the same director, and it's very much the same. Like,
I don't feel like the trailer and the
trailer
marketing
did not do it a favor.
The marketing for that movie did it a favor at all. It was just kind of all the dumb, weird, and those parts weren't dumb or weird in context of the movie. But on their own,
if it did anything, it definitely did start a like trend on TikTok to make fun of it, which, you know, in essence made,
I guess, was free marketing for them.
Free marketing, totally. So I don't, if that was their intention, then good job.
Yeah, I thought it was really sweet. It was like kind of like a hybrid
they did.
musical.
Well, I will
of,
say
like,
something
Annie,
did.
Mary Poppins. It was
Oh,
like
absolutely.
so many of those things. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that it did. It must have worked because I mean, I think it's still like doing well at the box
it's still doing
office.
well. So
yeah. So jokes on
sorry
everybody else.
sorry about that Wonka tangent, but not really.
Wonka tangent. Well, wait. Am I going insane? Have we not had a musical episode of What If yet, or did that happen? Am I going insane?
We have not had a musical episode.
That's happening, right?
I mean, we've had a Shakespeare one, so why not fully go and that'd be great.
Well, and also because I mean, now that we know that you know, according to the Marvels movie.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say what you're thinking of is the island on the Marvels.
Yes, or the planet where everybody sings. I think now that we know that exists in the Marvel universe, like why not an entire universe that does that? Because
give it to us.
I
Fun.
want that. I want it big time. So yeah, if we're gonna talk about wishes for season 3,
that's up there.
Yeah, it's definitely up there for sure.
Any characters that I guess that can be added to our wish list right now. Any characters that you'd like to see a what if journey?
Oh, like easily Kahori for sure.
Okay. No, like I mean characters that we haven't seen.
That we haven't seen. Oh gosh, that's a harder question because we've seen quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But that are like specifically like the main thoroughfare. Yeah. That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Well, think about
I mean,
it.
honestly, I know that it's silly, but like Drax is one of my favorite characters, and mostly just because of Bautista's you know,
portrayal.
Like, it's just so good at it. Like I couldn't tell you like what they would do like to make it
just
interesting,
something with him,
just anything, because I fucking love his characterization.
I feel like he would. I mean, I know he didn't voice Drax in the like few little things that we had of him in season 1, but
right, because are they like still fighting? I don't know what's happening. Like,
well, no, I mean,
or did he just say that he's like, I'm done with Marvel now?
I think the main thing for him, based on interviews and stuff that I read and watched, he just was like, I'm in my 50s and I don't want to be maintaining this diet and this workout routine to be this character anymore.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he was just like,
that's
just
hard.
like, he's like, I would like to, eat ice cream when I feel like it.
I empathize with that like, so hard.
Yeah, he's like, it's been such a huge part of his life for from his from his pro wrestling days through now, and he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm in my 50s, so
and he probably doesn't need the money at this point.
Oh, I certainly don't think so.
Assumedly, as long as he's investing well, and
but I am curious to see what Guardians kind of move over to DCU with James Gunn. What Guardians actors?
Oh, I think it's pretty clear. At least a couple of them have already done it, right? Isn't Dave Bautista already? Am I crazy? Didn't he? Or was there just rumors that he was gonna?
I think
jump
just
into
rumors.
A DCU. No, okay.
Yeah, he's not done DC yet. If am I going crazy?
Or he hasn't signed up for one yet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think
I'm not a DC scientist. What do I look like?
Yeah, he's not done any.
I'm not a District of Columbia scientist.
Good,
great. Yeah, so do you have any wishes and hopes for season 3? Wishing and hoping and dreaming and pooping.
Yeah.
Don't you lie to me, Alyssa.
I will not lie to you. I think just purely because it's been in my brain since you brought it up. I would like to see some of these characters in different different appearances and different looks.
Different
genders, different, you know what I mean? Like I would really
a gender bending episode? Why not? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to see way more of that.
Totally.
So I guess that's my wish.
Oh my God.
My main wish.
That will make
season
people
3.
very angry.
And it will make us very happy.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, so I'd like to see that. I mean, they can't be happy. The whole premise of the show is what if.
Right.
So it's like, it's not your normal Captain America. Please calm down.
Calm down.
You still have your own Captain America. Everything's fine.
What if we all just sat down and watched everything and not complained?
Yeah, what if that?
What if we did that?
Oh boy.
What would the world be like without Captain Hook?
Yeah, I so like that's my main thing. I don't really have any like character wish lists. Oh, did we just have an earthquake?
I think we did. Are you feeling it?
Yeah, my camera is shaking.
Yeah. Oh my God, we just had a little earthquake. It was very cute. It's
like a little one. I hope we don't have an aftershock. Oh, no. Now it's wiggling more.
Is it still going more? Yeah, yours is definitely wiggling more
I'm
than
wiggling
mine.
more than you.
Yeah, we're getting
Whoa.
a shimmy. Apparently the Earth has deep opinions about this show as well. The Earth is like, I'd like to have a woman episode too. Give me a gender-bending episode too.
I mean, I'm on the second story. So are you, but I'm still shaking a little bit.
I'm still shaking. It's not right.
Not that version.
The Earth. Who hurt you, Earth?
You people.
It's all your fault.
All of your garbage and pollution. All right. Well, do you have anything else to say about What If season 2?
I mean, I think we could let the Earth have the last word on that.
Okay, that seems right. Okay, well, we will.
But generally speaking, I liked it. I'm very much looking to season 3. I think that's already been confirmed, right?
Yes, it's been confirmed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so much to look forward to.
Great.
Well,
let us know.
Let us know.
Jeez.
Christmas is over.
It's over, and you didn't like the Happy Hogan Christmas one, and you can't bring up Christmas now.
I have no right.
Let us know what episodes or episodes you liked the best.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll be meeting,
especially if you have a
next
different
week.
opinion too. I want to know.
Oh yeah. Tell us your thoughts and feelings. We will be meeting next week to talk about Echo. We know it's also late, but it's a quick
not
watch.
The dolphin.
No, not the dolphin.
In case you were really excited about that.
Or the character from the Bad Batch. It's not either of those.
None of those. Echo.
Yeah, it's a quick watch. I watched the whole thing in a day. So if you
very quick.
If you are like, oh, I'm gonna watch that before they talk about it, you got time. Do it. Watch an episode a day until the next one comes out.
Yeah, and then we're going to be getting into the Bad Batch eventually.
Yes, Bad Batch will be coming around the mountain February 21st.
The 22nd or 21st?
21st, I think.
Sure. I believe you.
Yeah, first 3 episodes will be out that day.
Oh, man.
And we're talking about that at some point as well.
Yes, we are.
So thank you for listening or watching, whichever one you did.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, same.
All right. This is Inside the Tauntaun. I'm Alyssa Simmons.
And I'm Daniel Dawson.
May the Force be with you. Always.
Inside the Tauntaun podcast, please like and subscribe.